Hello and welcome back to the Annuity Show. I'm your host for today, Betsy Hume. So thrilled as always to be joined by the annuity specialist, Elise Roberts. I'm so sad that I only have one more little segment with you today because I feel like every time I get started, I just want to talk for days about it. It's so complicated and you know so much. But let me ask you this to start here. How should someone determine which annuity? We've already determined there are lots of different types. So how does a person determine which of those annuity types is best for them?
I would say to start, we got to meet. We have to actually have a conversation because no one's going to know exactly which type until they have a really good conversation and we do a little digging into their suitability. What, income. What do you have for income? What are your expenses monthly?
Right.
Do you make more than you spend? Because there's a number one question. And then it helps us to determine, once we get some idea of where your monies are currently, it helps us to determine which type, because you might be 50 and you know you're going to work for 10 more years, 15 more years. You're either single or married. All these decisions are made by your specific personal situation. And I couldn't tell someone which one to choose until we meet. So again, it's just really having that one-on-one.
Yeah. So again, that's the whole beauty of annuities, that they're not cookie cutter,
That's
right?
right.
You have to find the one that really fits your needs and your restrictions and your goals. So let me ask you this then. What are some of the biggest mistakes that people make when buying an annuity?
One of the greatest things that you just said was buying an annuity. So I
Right.
want to stop there just for a second, because when you put your money in an annuity, you're not buying anything.
Oh.
It's your money.
Right.
You're not paying extra unless that annuity has a fee or a cost, and some do, some don't. So I'd like to say that you're not buying someone, that you're actually putting up some of your money, which is called the premium, right? You put that money up. Sometimes companies give you extra money. Sometimes they don't, but depending on what you're trying to accomplish, that money you're putting in, you're not really purchasing anything.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. That's a really good distinction, because I think people picture an annuity as this product that they buy and they can put on their shelf in their financial closet. But that's
Sometimes
really
you get more than you put in day one.
right.
Depends on which one you're looking at.
Right. Well, then, so let me rephrase. What are some of the biggest mistakes that people make when choosing an annuity or when investing in an annuity?
Not working with someone like myself, that's all they do.
Yeah.
And there's not that many out there, because unfortunately advisors want all your money, and
Right.
that's just what they do. They want all your money, so they have all control. And the key is, they can't be good at everything. You can't be. I remember telling my dad, I went to him and said, Dad, I can help everyone. I can help them accumulate their wealth. We can preserve some of that wealth, and I will help distribute it back to them. I can help everyone. And I thought he was going to be so proud of me.
Oh, right.
And he looked at me and he said, pick a side.
Oh,
You cannot serve two masters. I say that a lot because he said this to me and it resonates with me.
Yeah.
Because I can't be good at everything, because if I try to be the best at everything, the only one that loses is the client.
yes. And I think that is something that sets you apart from other advisors, because you know that you're not going to be the end all be all for every person. You want to help them with what you do the best and help them maybe find someone else to help them with the other side of their financial life.
And I have done a lot of that. I have several advisors that I work close with that are full financial, do all the risky money. I do the safe money. And depending on what area of the country, or if somebody doesn't mind a remote, I have a couple advisors that I trust so much, because they help handle my money. So the risky side, because I don't do that. So I
Yeah.
don't try to do it for myself,
Right.
because I'm not that good at that anymore. I did that for 20 years, so I know how it works. So I know better than to try that.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. Can you briefly tell us how someone would choose between the three, you told me, I want to see if I can remember, the three different types, the fixed, the variable, or the indexed annuity?
Again, that's a personal situation, personal information that we need. The person can choose much better when they have a conversation and they understand how each of those three work. And I have chapters coming up on all of this.
Yes.
So it's really, really good. So everyone will be able to see all the different types and get a good idea. But the key is actually having a conversation,
Yeah.
meeting one-on-one, really diving in together. And I want to know, if you're my client, I want to know you.
Yeah.
I have clients in different parts of the country, and some I've never physically met. And most I have. because I do stay close to home. I live in South Florida. I love where I live, and my clients are there. But I have clients who have family members, so I help them, or someone that might see something out there and reach out. And so we do have the internet, we do have Zoom, we do have other ways to communicate. So, but anyway, I want to help everyone, but I can't do it myself. So I need other people to help me help them.
And other people can't do it themselves either. They need you.
They try.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They do. They do. I always hate to say it, but we have come to the end of our show for today. But before we go, I want to give you an opportunity to let our viewers know what kind of offer you have for them today if they reach out.
Yes, everybody, thanks for coming to our episode today. And this is the book, I'm sure you've heard about it because we've been talking about it, that was written by an author. Her name is Orly Amour. She's an amazing woman, and she came to me and asked me if I would help her to be the expert in her book. And it was about annuities, called The Journey to Financial Security. And it's all about annuities. And so she asked me as to be her annuity specialist. And so we'll be happy to send you one of these. You can reach out to us at theannuityshow.com, or you can call 888-526-4184.
You heard her, folks. Reach out to Elise and her team today. She has, as we've discovered, a wealth of information just tucked away in her brain on this very complex concept that you and we don't have time to learn this stuff. Elise has decades of experience and expertise, and I want you to take advantage of that so that you can sleep better at night knowing that your financial future is more secure. As she said, you can call her at 888-526-4184. You can find her at theannuityshow.com, or you can scan the QR code on your screen. That will take you to a survey to see if you qualify for one of her VIP dinner events. I've been to them. They are entertaining, incredibly educational, and delicious, so I highly recommend. But whatever you do, folks, I want to make sure that you come back and you join us next time for episode 3 of The Annuity Show. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you then.